and welcome back to our channel. Ever wondered if your boss is just confident or bordering on narcissism? In today's topic, we're going to explore a modern epidemic that's sweeping through professional settings across the globe: the rise of narcissism. Narcissism refers to an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep-seated need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. It's not just a personality quirk, but a full-blown personality disorder as classified by the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. Now, you might be thinking, surely not many people are narcissists. Unfortunately, studies suggest otherwise. An increasing number of individuals are exhibiting narcissistic tendencies, and the workplace is no exception. The boardroom, the open office, the cubicle next door, narcissism can thrive anywhere. The quintessential narcissist at work isn't difficult to imagine. Picture a boss who takes credit for others' hard work, a colleague who constantly needs to be the center of attention, or a team leader who dismisses everyone else's ideas. These are the individuals who, with their grandiose sense of self and disregard for others, create a toxic environment. So, what makes a narcissist? According to experts, narcissism stems from a complex mix of factors, including genetics, early childhood experiences, and societal influences. It's a personality trait that's often deeply ingrained and hard to change. In a professional setting, narcissists are drawn to positions of power and influence, where they can feed their need for constant admiration and validation. But here's the kicker. Narcissists are often charming and charismatic, especially at first glance. They are masters of manipulation, able to convince others of their superiority and competence. They can be intoxicatingly persuasive, making it all the more difficult to spot their true nature. Identifying a narcissist isn't always straightforward. It requires keen observation and understanding. But worry not. As we delve deeper into this topic, we'll equip you with the necessary tools to recognize and effectively deal with narcissism in the workplace. Because knowledge, after all, is power. Imagine being the target of a narcissist's tirade at work. Not a pleasant thought, right? So let's delve into some real-life scenarios that will shed light on the very nature of narcissism in the workplace. Consider Jane, a diligent employee with a reputation for her exceptional team spirit. Jane's new manager, Paul, however, was a different breed. He was charming, charismatic, and confident, but beneath that veneer lay a narcissist. Paul frequently belittled Jane's ideas in front of her colleagues, turning her contributions into a laughingstock. He manipulated her efforts, taking credit for her successful projects while blaming her for any failures. This constant cycle of exploitation and ridicule took a heavy toll on Jane's morale and productivity. Then there's the case of the IT team at a reputable tech firm. They were led by a narcissistic team leader, Alex. Alex had a knack for making everything about him. He would often dismiss his team's suggestions, insisting on his way or the highway. He built a culture of fear and intimidation, where dissent was discouraged and his word was law. The team's performance suffered, and the high turnover rate was a testament to Alex's destructive leadership. And let's not forget about Lisa, a brilliant marketing executive. Lisa's boss, a classic narcissist, would constantly undermine her achievements, making her feel insignificant. He would often pit her against her peers, fueling a toxic, competitive environment. Lisa's self-esteem dwindled, and she eventually left the company. A clear loss of talent due to unchecked narcissism. These stories are not just isolated incidents, but real-life examples of the havoc narcissists can wreak in a professional setting. They reveal how narcissists exploit, manipulate, and ridicule their colleagues, creating a hostile work environment that stifles productivity and promotes fear. These stories are a stark reminder of the destructive potential of unchecked narcissism. They underscore the need to recognize and address narcissism in the workplace to foster a healthy, respectful, and productive environment for all. The influence of a narcissist in a work environment extends beyond their immediate victims. From a broader perspective, the presence of a narcissist can drastically alter the dynamics of a workplace. The narcissist's tendency to dominate conversations, disregard the feelings of others, and manipulate situations to their advantage can lead to an overall decline in team morale. Colleagues may find themselves walking on eggshells, anxious about saying or doing the wrong thing, which can create a stifling atmosphere of fear and uncertainty. Moreover, productivity can take a significant hit. Employees may spend more time managing the narcissist's whims and less time focusing on their actual tasks. A study conducted by the University of Manchester found that employees who work under narcissistic leaders often report feeling less committed to their jobs and more likely to take unauthorized leave, resulting in lower overall productivity. The impact on company culture is perhaps the most insidious. A narcissistic leader can cultivate a culture of competition instead of cooperation, where employees are pitted against each other rather than encouraged to collaborate. This can foster an environment of distrust and isolation, where innovation and creativity are stifled. In addition, the narcissist's habit of taking undue credit and shifting blame can contribute to a culture of unfairness and inequality. This can drive away talented employees who feel underappreciated and undervalued, leading to higher staff turnover and the loss of valuable skills and experience. It's also worth noting that the narcissist's actions can have legal and financial implications for the company. Cases of bullying and harassment can lead to lawsuits, damaging the company's reputation and bottom line. However, it's not just about the negatives. Understanding the impact of narcissism in the workplace can equip us with the knowledge to recognize and address these issues, fostering a healthier and more productive work environment. In essence, a narcissist can turn a thriving workplace into a battlefield. Awareness is the first step toward addressing the issue of workplace narcissism. Let's cut to the chase. Spotting a narcissist at work is not always as straightforward as we might imagine. They often present themselves as charming, bold, and confident individuals, which can initially be very appealing. However, underneath this facade, there are telltale signs that can help us identify narcissistic behavior. One of the most common signs is a grandiose sense of self-importance. Narcissists often have an inflated view of their abilities and achievements. They believe that they are superior to others and expect to be recognized as such, even when such recognition is unwarranted. They may constantly seek admiration and validation, boasting about their accomplishments and exaggerating their role in successful projects. Next, let's talk about a lack of empathy. Narcissists may struggle to understand or acknowledge the feelings and needs of others. This can manifest as dismissive behavior, a lack of understanding, or even outright belittling of others' emotions and achievements. In a professional setting, this might look like a manager who constantly fails to acknowledge the hard work of their team, or a colleague who seems indifferent to the stress and pressure others are under. Another key sign is manipulation. Narcissists are often skilled at using others to their advantage. They might use charm or coercion to get people to do what they want, even if it's at the expense of others. In the workplace, this could take the form of a colleague who always seems to delegate their work to others, or a superior who uses fear or guilt to motivate their team. Lastly, narcissists often demonstrate a sense of entitlement. They expect special treatment and are quick to take offense when they don't receive it. In the office, this might look like a colleague who constantly breaks rules or disregards policies, believing that they don't apply to them. Recognizing these signs is crucial. Narcissistic behavior can create a toxic work environment, leading to decreased morale and productivity, and increased stress and conflict. Identifying the signs early can help prevent future harm. Knowing how to effectively deal with a narcissist at work can make all the difference. Navigating the labyrinth of narcissism at work can be a daunting task, yet it's not an insurmountable one. The key lies in understanding the nature of narcissism and employing strategies that safeguard your mental health and professional integrity. Narcissists thrive on control and validation, and they often employ tactics such as gaslighting and manipulation to maintain their power. Here, knowledge is indeed power. Recognizing these tactics for what they are can help you maintain perspective and avoid falling into the narcissist trap. When dealing with a narcissistic colleague, maintaining boundaries is crucial. You have to be firm in setting limits on their behavior and the impact they have on your work. This can be as simple as not engaging in their games, or as complex as setting clear expectations about work roles and responsibilities. Communication is another vital tool in this navigation. Be clear, direct, and assertive. Avoid getting drawn into emotional confrontation or personal discussions. Keep the focus on work and professional conduct. Remember, you're not here to feed their ego, but to perform your job to the best of your ability. It's also important to take care of your mental health. Working with a narcissist can be draining and stressful. Make sure to take time for self-care and stress management. Seek support from trusted colleagues or other professional counselors if needed. And lastly, remember, you cannot change a narcissist, but you can change how you respond to them. Don't let their behavior define you or your worth. Maintain your professionalism, stand your ground, and focus on your work. In a perfect world, we wouldn't have to navigate narcissism at work. but in the real world, it's a challenge many of us face. By arming ourselves with knowledge and strategies, we can not only survive these encounters, but also thrive in our professional lives. Remember, it's not just about surviving in a narcissist's world. It's about thriving despite them. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe for more insights. Stay empowered and informed. And we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.